Hi, I'm Jeanette, the Northern Coach. I'm glad you're here with me today. I am going to devote this video to an update on a series that I started in 2025 around finding a better sense of balance between my work, heavy on the work side, and the rest of my life, light on the rest of my life side. And I have had some strategies around that. I have had some wins. And today, I'm sad to say that I have somewhat been avoiding doing an update here because I just have not been making progress on that. In fact, if anything, true confessions, I think I've been backsliding. And it's really tricky for me because the reason that the work feels so heavy is because I've been having some really good success with client work. So that client work has been filling my time during the work week, causing the weekends to need to be spent on some of the other, I don't know, what do we call them? They're just some of the other maintenance required things around the business. I do coaching and consulting, so I have, preparation to do in terms of, let's say, putting a workshop together, doing other things in that category, and just things take time besides the direct, client facing work. So I've been using that time on the weekends to, make up for the lack of space on the weekday times to make that happen. And that's not getting me in a good direction in terms of balance. And it's also really tricky because it's kind of what the moment calls for right now. So I still wanted to do an update today because I had a small win that I wanted to share with you, because I know that you may be tuning in here because this is something that you're struggling with as well. And this is just an interesting little small win that has occurred very, very recently. In fact, as recently as yesterday. So what my normal mode of operation is to look at my to-do list of business related things and go after it, like I'm not going to let myself do anything else until I get these things done. Is that really effective? No, it's not entirely effective because I don't always get all of those things done. I'm like resistant to it and waste time on different things, and it's not necessarily all that productive, or I'm spending time thinking about, I should be doing some fun things, but I'm not. And anyway, I I can imagine that for you, it might be familiar. This might be a common thing. I know it's certainly something that my clients talk about, so I know I'm not alone. So I tried something different this week. So instead of saying, okay, let me just jump into the to-do list and then figure out how I can do something fun, something in the life side of things later on in the weekend space, I started there. So we're not talking like I took a trip to Hawaii sort of a thing. No, it was a small thing, but I got some good exercise. I got to spend some time, outside, also had brunch, spent some time, family time, and then, and only then, did I start to head back to my to-do list. Now, the reason that I always think about doing things that in the reverse is because I'm afraid that once I start doing something that's fun and relaxing, I won't have enough momentum to get back to the thing that I really need to do, or the things that I need to get done. But that's not what actually occurred in this case. I actually felt rejuvenated by the experience of doing something fun and relaxing first, and was able to make good progress, and continue to make good progress on things even today. So I just offer that to you because if you have a kind of similar approach or mindset around this as I do, you might want to try this too. And do I think it works all the time? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try it some more. There may be circumstances where, in fact, you start having fun, or I start having fun, and then, it's really hard to get focused on work again. That may be true too, but it's worth a try, I think. So see what you think. I'd love to hear what works for you, what thoughts you might have, even suggestions for what I'm doing in this space. Um, but I just wanted to share that small win with you. Now, looking forward, I have another strategy. Kind of happenstance. It's not like I brilliantly planned things, but it turns out that I can see ahead on the horizon some things that I've committed to in the kind of fun and getting away category that involve other people that are counting on me actually following through on what I'm planning to do there. And so it's going to force me, whether I have the things on my to-do list done or not, that I do these things. So I think, well, I'm positive that this is going to be a strategy that works because I'm committed to these things. They're going to happen this way. And I know that I will come out of the experience feeling refreshed and really happy that things went that way and wondering, why don't I do more of that? So stay tuned for that. I'll be updating on how things go, but that's another strategy that you may want to also employ. All right, that's it for this week. Pretty simple and straightforward. I hope you have a good week ahead. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon.